Oh, hello everybody. It's Tessa-Marie. How are you doing on this wonderful Thursday night? I have been trying to get on there and it hasn't been working. So I don't know what's going on. So here we are and I'm trying to figure out why it's not working, but it is. So hi Salman, how are you? So this tonight is the 27th. We have exactly 4 days left before the 1st of June when this amazing program starts. I am looking forward to you guys joining this and having fun doing it because they're telling us that our finances are in trouble. They're telling that to us all over the world, that our finances are in trouble. We're spending too much debt. Hi Ali, how are you? And we are just not getting things right. So one thing they're getting right for now, they're pushing vaccine in people's arms, and that is nice. So, but once everybody's vaccinated, we'll all be moving around the world. So we have to get our finances together. Maybe this year we might not be able to do it, to travel and to do things and all of that and have people working, fixing properties, doing stuff like that. But what is going to happen is we need to fix the finances. So if we fix our finances, we have it in good shape, then guess what will happen? We will be able to do the things we want to do. As I have said, you cannot go through life without making sure your finances is in good order. I have a little coffee earlier. I'm sure you know about that. So we need to get those financial situations in order. We need to make sure they're working. We need to make sure that we are in a position to do things right. So I'm offering that course and a lot of people are joining. It will be the same time as I'm doing my live, this live we're doing. So it's something from the Tessa-Marie show, but it's financial literacy based on this book, financial independence based on this book. This book is the one I wrote when I realized 2008 and 2009 was going to be the big crash. It happened. A lot of people were helped by that book because I was lucky enough to introduce them in about 2007 and 2005 to 2007. And they were able to stand up as if, you know, when a hurricane is coming or amongst the rain, but they were solid. So they didn't move them, it didn't crush them, it didn't do anything to them. So this is what happened when you are prepared. So this course is to prepare you. Now, you might say, well, I don't have finances. I'm in a country where there is not a lot of money, a lot of stuff happening. But that doesn't matter. If you come to the course and you learn, if you don't have a copy of the book and it's too late to get it, you might still get it depending where you live. You should register anyway. You should register for the course and you should join and come and learn, because what you learn, you might learn something you can share with somebody else. You can learn something that you're able to say to somebody, you know what? I took this course with Tessa-Marie called Financial Independence, and it was for 22 hours, and it was marvelous. And I learned some things that maybe I can teach you now or tell you about it. The world is going to change, but financial in and out, debit and credit, what you owe and what you make and what you have to pay, expensive and incomes don't change. And that is one of the things we have to remember. So what I know for sure is that we need to do this. We need to go ahead and do the financial literacy program. We need to go ahead and learn about money. We need to go ahead and learn how money functions in other parts of the world. It's still the same money. We still eat. We have to buy food. We have to buy clothes. We have to pay for housing. We have to pay for electricity. We want to maybe leave this part of the city and go to another part. That takes money. And this is what it's all about. Everything we do takes money. Everything we do is costing us money. So that's why I decided we need to know. And if you teach it, you can teach it to children. You can teach it to people younger than you. The thing is that we're always told to save money. We grew up and they said every culture in the world, every time in the world, save money, put money aside for the rainy day. That's what they say. So the rainy day, the roof is leaking, you need to fix the roof. That's what we were brought up hearing. Put the money aside because you never know what will happen. In North America, they say they call Murphy's Law. So if something is going to happen, it said it will happen. So you have to be ready for Murphy's Law. And that is one of the things we have to do. Hi, Donato. So with this whole situation happening, I decided, let us get ourselves prepared. So when this world is open, we can do amazing and fabulous things. We can change things around. We can move ourselves from where we are, hi Yoko, to where we want to go. And we will prevail no matter what is thrown at us. We are going to get stronger and stronger. Hi Terry. We are going to blow up because we humans cannot stand to be pushed against the wall. So this course is to enable you to understand what happens with your money, to know where you are going and where you are coming and how you're putting it in and how you're taking it out. People always ask questions about money. How do you save? So how do you pay off your bills? How come I am not able to do this? I cannot figure out how much money I'm getting. I figure it out, I get it. And people are telling me, but for some reason, I cannot find out where my money goes. I hear that so often. And many times I have to say to them, can we just look at miscellaneous? And sometimes they look at me like, Missile who? And I go, Linus, that one. And some people don't even get it. So I have to say, can I see what you spent at the dollar store today? And because you go for the dollar store, everything is $1. But before you blink, it's $20. Before you blink, it's another $5 over here. And we don't realize we just do it. Because we are blessed with this wonderful little thing in our hand, that little debit card. Or the other one that has somebody else's name on it in big letters, you know, PC, Visa, MasterCard. It doesn't really belong to us, but we think it's ours because our name is at the bottom in small print. But their name is bold. Everybody knows which one you're using. They don't know who you are, but they know you're using a MasterCard. They know you're using a Visa or whatever they are, American Express. Oh, they know you have that one. But your name is in such small print that you wonder, do I really own this? No, you don't, because your name is not the big, bold name. They own it, and you are paying them for using it. Every time you use it, you're paying them for using it. So that's what I will teach you. Why? Because if you don't have freedom from that, you won't have choices to make choices. You won't have a choice to make a choice because you will have to pay them first. Now, a few people have DM'd me and said, but Tessa-Marie, I have no debt. And, you know, like my mother used to say, I never put marbles in my mouth to speak to anybody. She said, Tessa speaks no marbles, no water, so you hear her clearly. So I said, I guess you have a big savings, right? And then I get, well, not really, kind of. And I go, what is kind of? You have no debt. You've been working for 30 years or less, or maybe 20 years, and you have you're not sure if you have a savings account. You have a retirement account. Oh yeah, I have the one at work, my work pension. I go, oh, that's great. I said, do you still have a retirement account? Oh, am I supposed to have one of those? Well, it depends when how you want to live the rest of your life after you stop working or when you cannot work. And that's when all kinds of things happen. I have friends, and so the last branch I managed, the hospital is across the street, and there are several schools in the area, and I have these teachers and nurses. These are the people in the world that are the worst money managers. They're absolutely worst money managers, teachers and nurses. The teachers are the worst ones, especially the ones in Toronto, in Ontario, in Canada, period. They'll tell you, they look at you and they talk to you in a way like if you have never heard of the Ontario Teachers Pension, you don't exist. My friend says to me, well, you know, I have I'm a teacher. I'm a French teacher, Tessa-Marie. I make $120,000 a year. So you know, I don't you hear the pension? Can you imagine my pension? And then, but I had dealt with people older than you that retire. Yes, I know the pension. And I said, do you know when you retire, you have to pay for your benefits? No. And then she retired. So she has to pay for the benefits. Teachers' pension is great. They own buildings all over the world. What they give you is a lot. But as you get older and you need dentistry and you need this, you have to pay for those things. Lucky for her, the government pays for the other type of stuff. But those things are expensive. So then I said to her, great, you have a great pension. So why are you double dipping? Why do you have to go back and work so much, 60 days a year as a teacher? She said, well, just paying for what I have to pay for is just so much. I said, oh, I see. So now she knows young people that are teachers, and she's telling them, make sure you have a 401k. Make sure you have an RSP, because you need that extra income. The nurses, though, they make so much money. And they'll work at one at the hospital, already bringing maybe 80, 90K. And they go to a home and they work and they have another 24. So these women can buy their own houses. And they have to understand that they must put money aside. They too have a pension. But they need so much more attending to, because they'll have worked non-stop. They'll work 36 hours at the hospital, 24 hours. So they work 3 days at 12 hours shift, 2 days at 12 hours shift somewhere else. So they, of course, they retire. But when they retire, they need a lot of medical help because of the stress on their body, on their mind, on their spirit. So you have to make sure you put money aside. No matter what you do, this program I'm offering you is to give you financial independence, which is fixing your financial health, making sure you're financially healthy. The other part that will develop is to give you financial freedom. Once you're financially healthy, then you have a choice to give yourself financial freedom. And once you have financial freedom, you have the ability to choose where you live, how you live, what you do after you've retired. And that's what it is. So with or without debt, you still need to know how to manage your money. You need to know what to do so you don't pay as much taxes. You need to know what you should do so that you have money put away for different things. Things happen. And you retire, and all of a sudden, once if you own a home, all of us know. So you put the roof in next month, and then you decide something else has to fix. It's a circle that never stops. And if you don't have a solid income coming in, you need to do that. You don't retire with a mortgage. You need to get that debt off your back when you retire. You don't want to be 69 and 70 and still have a mortgage to pay. So this is what this will teach you, how to manage your money properly. So let me see what you guys are thinking, besides saying good night, hello to everybody. So, oh, that's nice. Everybody's saying hello. Murphy's Laws when you meet at the bar for the beer and the toast. Is that what it is? Okay, Donato. Any questions? Any things you want to learn? So one of the things you have to do this course is to have a workbook. It's just a plain, ordinary notebook, a big one, and a pen. And that's what you need. And that's all you need. So if you have that, you're ready to go. And you show up, you registered, you DM me, I sent you my emails, and I'll do it again today. And that's so you can have it, because I have the registration going. And we'll see how well we're doing with this course. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you. And I'm looking forward to helping you get where you want to go. I'm looking forward to making sure that you reach your goals. And when you look back next year at the same time, you're able to say, wow, this did make a difference to my life. And that is what is important to me. So I want you to make sure that you get this. I'm pinning it so that you have it. And that is what you're going to do. That's the thing you want to do. You want to be able to make those goals, have them set up, feel comfortable. When this is in place, you don't need to fix it. You need to tweak it. Once you have a spending plan and your goals are set and you're working towards attaining these goals, all you do from then on is tweak it. You don't ignore it though. I'm going to teach you how to monitor yourself. It's not a budget. You're not going to be strapped for cash because you're creating it yourself. You're going to know where your money is going. I'm going to make you aware of your money, make you aware of what you're receiving, make you aware of what you're spending, make you aware that sometimes I have to make people aware that you're not a bank. You shouldn't be loaning money out knowing fully well you won't get it back. That makes no sense, but people still do it. So if you have to give money to someone, you might as well just give it and walk away. If you cannot do that, then you have to reconsider. So a lot of things you're going to learn will be a little bit hard to swallow. It's not going to be just an easy walk in the park. It cannot be, because wherever money is concerned, there's going to be something that's going to be tight. You're going to wonder because you will feel hurt. So you might decide, a friend, a family member, lend me $500. You need to sit and consider, okay, fine, I will give you $500. Because sometimes what you lend out to others, it's difficult to get it back. The reason why I'm bringing this up, my cleaning lady was telling me, she said, I loan money out, or not loan. When she said it, I said, you're not loaning, don't loan. She said, I lend money, they borrow from me, and I give it to them in a lump sum. No, listen to this. So she said to me, I loaned my sister $1,500, and she gave it, and I gave it to her in a lump sum. And she said, it is so difficult because she gives it to me in piecemeal. So she's telling me she gets $50, $100, $50, $100. So she said, getting it that way, I couldn't put it back from where I took it. And that is something that leads me into another conversation. When you take money from your savings account to do things they weren't meant for, you don't pay yourself back. You don't put it back. Have you noticed it? You say, okay, I'm just going to take it from that to take care of this, and then you never put it back. So, you know what I would do with my customers at the bank? When they would come in to take a big withdrawal, it served me too. I'm not going to tell you it didn't serve me. But when they came to take money to do a big thing, like $10,000, even $5,000, and they're going to do a repair, they're going to fix something in the house, and they're using their cash. And you can look at that person's face to see that, or how they talk, or what they say to you. It depends on the relationship you have with the client. And many times they say, Tessa-Marie, I really don't want to take this money out. It was meant for my retirement, but this situation here, I need to take it out. So what I devised, I said them, so why don't you give yourself a loan? So it served me, the money stayed under my portfolio, I didn't lose it. And I said, we will take that money, we will hold it as collateral for you for 2 years or whatever, if it's a lot, 10 years, 5 years, it depends. And then I will work out a schedule and you will pay that money back. Because if you are forced to pay the bank, you will honor that, but you won't honor yourself. So if you take the money out of your savings account, you're not putting it back. But if you say to the bank, listen, I need 10,000 to do this. So here is my 10,000, hold it as collateral, and the bank will gladly take it because they will invest it. And they will give you the loan of 10,000 in a line of credit or a small loan, whatever you want, and you pay that loan back. Once you pay that loan back, your money plus the interest you have earned is now reverted back to you. It's yours again. But if you take that 10,000, how many people here tonight have taken $10,000, $5,000, $100 from their account and put it back? You don't. You have good intention to, but you don't, because we don't honor ourselves. We don't give ourselves an opportunity to pay ourselves back. We don't respect ourselves. We don't love ourselves enough. We don't honor the promises we make to ourselves. We don't do that. As human beings, we forget to honor ourselves. We forget to honor the promises we make to ourselves. We will keep a promise made to a bank, to an institution, for fear that they might take me to court if I don't pay them, right? I will lose my credit rating if I don't pay them. But if you don't honor yourself by paying back the loan you took from your savings account to buy something or to give away or to lend or to borrow or to do what, it doesn't matter. Who's going to hold you responsible? Who is going to say to you, you shouldn't have done that or you should pay it back? Nobody. But every now and again, a little bit of a feeling hits your head and you go, I shouldn't have done that, I could have figured something else out. But you never do. I always do, and make sure of it. Honor your word. Yeah, it's the action. Honor that payment. Walk and say, I need the money, goes back. I took it from you, I'm putting it back. And that's what it is. So this is what I wanted to bring for you tonight, letting you know just parts of the program as you go through what we will experience. So if you have any questions, let me know, and let's see what we can talk about. If you have any ideas, or if you say, are you going to talk about this, give me a question or make a statement like Donato, who said that he always makes sure he honors his word to himself. And that is a big and powerful thing. And if you can do that, I'm really happy for you, because I meet too many people who can't. So give me some questions, or I might have to tell you good night. Choice. Do you want to stay with me and ask me a question, or you want me to just stand there and smile with you? That's what I want to know. So there you go. Waiting. I gave you everything I have. It's 27 minutes past the hour. And I'm waiting to see what you have to say, Donato, or have you left the building? Selwyn, Yoko, Donato, Terry, any Ali. I was in bad times and still paid my debts and never ran away from the responsibility of paying what I owed. Well, Donato, yes. But did you owe it to yourself, or did you owe it to a bank? What I'm stressing on tonight is, did you pay the debt? Was it some money you took from your own account and you paid it back to yourself? Or if you honor what you paid to the bank, that's what we do. We stress ourselves. We make sure we do that. It's when we don't do that for ourselves, both. Well, that's really good. I'm really proud of you, because this is amazing for you to do that. That requires tons of discipline. Honoring yourself to make that much, put that money back. Did you put it back in a lump sum, or were you diligently putting it back week after week after week after week after week? And that's what is the trick there. Is if you have it as a lump sum, if you get a bonus, if you get a commission and you put it back, great. That's easier to do. The hard one is the discipline of paying yourself back. That is the one that is hard to do. And that is the one most people end up having to do. And that is the one most people are not able to do. So that's what I will teach you different vehicles you can ask the bank to entertain for you. It's the same thing you do when you have bad credit and you want to build it. You have to give them money, so they will give you what they call a secured credit card, meaning that it is held, your money is held in security, plus the interest you could accumulate on that card, so that if you don't honor it, they can cash in your money and pay off the card. So this is what I'm asking you to do. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I was waiting to see if you guys have any more questions. Donato made a statement, no questions. Yoko must be exhausted from what she had to do today. So anyway, guys, I want to hear from you, and I am pleading with you. That's okay, this girl doesn't beg long. So have a wonderful evening and take care of yourself. And I'll see you guys in the morning with the morning blessings. So have a wonderful day and take care. Bye. No more questions. I don't want to go away. Let me see what he says there. After having a child, I became way better with my finances and managing money. That, you know what, Donato, most people have to be facing something like that. They suddenly grow up. And a lot of men are the ones facing this situation. When they realize they have the responsibility of a family, a lot of them just get into gear and bury themselves into it and work it out. So you have to be commended. I'm happy to know that. So take care, everybody, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning at 8. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.